Good afternoon, Desert Sands Unified School District. My name is Sean Webb, and I'm your Director of Community Engagement in the Foundation, and you're watching Classroom Conversations. It's actually episode 74 of Classroom Conversations since we started just a little bit less than a year ago. But before we move on, I want to make sure to thank the City of La Quinta, who helped provide us this grant that paid for our StreamYard account. And also I want to thank the Desert Sands Educational Foundation for making sure that we can provide this information for all of you, and then having the partnership with the city as well, and writing for that grant. But I would like to read their mission statement. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. And their vision statement. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance educational experiences in academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in Desert Sands Unified School District. And what I'd like to do is go ahead and bring out Chef Mary so we can continue the show. We've got a real special show today. With that being said, with our show, we have the Teacher of the Year for high school as a representative of Desert Sands Unified School District. How you doing, Chef Mary?
Oh my gosh, I'm doing great. I'm in San Diego, and
okay.
That's basically my hometown. Just enjoying my friends. I'm staying at their house. We went to this incredible dinner last night, and we were out and about, and it was just great. Tonight we're going to Old Town with the girls.
Okay, excellent. Well, like I said, we got a full show today. Before we move on, I want to make sure to also thank Craig Campbell and his group for allowing us to be on his platform, because not only do we have Classroom Conversations go on Desert Sands social media, but it goes on CoachellaValley.com's. And I would just want to bring on Craig to say thank you. Hey, Craig, how you doing today?
Hey, how are you guys doing? Good to see you, Chef Mary and Sean. So glad to be back here on Classroom Conversations. You guys are doing this on Tuesday and Thursday. 74. You got to have a abacus or whatever one of those things are to be able to count those things up, or a calculator.
I know. It's incredible, isn't it? I mean, we're so glad that you're with us. I mean, we missed you the last couple of times.
I know. I actually was in a small car accident on my last show coming into you guys, but everything was fine. But it's just one of those things, you're cruising around, you think everything's good, and all of a sudden,
bam.
Your day changes.
Yeah, you never know with that. Definitely never know. Well, like I said, we've got a full show, Craig. Once again, thank you for allowing us to be here. We're going to talk about our Teacher of the Year for Desert Sands, who's the high school representative. And you know what? Let's not talk about her anymore. Let's bring her on. This is one of my close friends to the district. I'll give you guys a little background before we bring her on. Craig, you'll love to hear this. Christina Osborne and I have known each other since before 2004. I want to say I met her in 2002 when I moved out here because my cousin was an athlete for her, was playing volleyball for her. And then we got to know each other because I supported my cousin in her games and so forth. And then what was really cool is that she hired me also. She's the first person that hired me in Desert Sands in 2000, the spring of 2005, to coach softball at Palm Desert High. So
now, were you teenagers? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
There you go. Yeah, Chef Mary there we go. Chef Mary was working at the time full time, and I was a teenager. Yes, there we go. But I want to go ahead and bring on Christina Osborne, who is our high school Teacher of the Year for Desert Sands Unified School District. Good morning, Christina. How are you?
Good morning, Sean. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here. I'm a little nervous, but I am happy. Yes, I did hire you because of Jamie, so we'll blame it on her.
There we go. We can definitely blame it on her. That's no problem. Well, you know what? Why don't you give a brief, what do you do at Horizon School? And tell us a little bit about your everyday life there.
So I'm the math teacher at Horizon School. I'm also the tech person, the synergy person, the everything person. What anybody asks me to do, I will jump on and do for them. Okay. I've converted Horizon School quite a bit since I got here because teaching math, I think it's the most difficult subject to learn independent studies wise, especially if you don't have that abacus. So I was having a hard time teaching my kids when I first got here in a 15-minute setting, a 5-day lesson that they needed, which is comparable to the comprehensive high schools. So we brought in some labs where I see the kids once a week and I do the instruction for them and that kind of stuff. And then I have tutoring and all kinds of other stuff that we do. But it's a really nice environment.
No, I've had the opportunity to go over to Horizon School a couple of times, meet with your principal, meet with the staff. It's just a lot of fun to be over there and meet with your students. Your students have, I'll just say, they're the most unique students we have in the district, because they have more than just school going on in their lives.
Correct.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, they have a lot of personal things going on. They're doing service, they're having jobs, they're helping with their families, especially during the pandemic. A lot of the other things came onto their plate. So it was really nice that we could make a seamless transition to distance learning and then what we have here. So our kids were very ready to just be independent studies learners, and we had very little hiccups during the pandemic, which was really nice.
I bet.
It's a really good school.
Wait a second. As this happens, whenever we have special guests, we have a classroom conversation stream bomber coming in right now. And stream bombing us right now is our own Dr. Kelly Mae Vollmer, who is the Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. Dr. Kelly Mae Vollmer, how are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. You're on with our Teacher of the Year, Christina Osborne. Do you have anything you'd like to share with her?
I would, and I am honored to be on with her. And this is, I'm sure you said it earlier in the week, but National Teacher Appreciation Week. And we so much appreciate every single one of our teachers. They've been heroic. They always are heroic, but they have definitely been heroic during the pandemic. And I heard Christina a little bit earlier saying she's the tech person and the synergy person, and she is. She helps us so much in the technology department. We really value those boots on the ground people that can give us feedback that's meaningful and valuable. And Christina is always one of our go-to people. She gives us great insight into what we can do better to make things better for teachers. And she's absolutely outstanding. So I am not surprised for a second that she is Teacher of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kelly. And I just accepted your invite for that thing on the 24th.
Oh, yes. See, I told you, we're always asking for input.
Well, you're multitasking while on with us. No wonder you got Teacher of the Year. I love it. I love it.
Great.
I appreciate that, Kelly. Thank you.
No problem. I'm so thrilled for you. So well deserved.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kelly Mae Vollmer. I know you got a busy day. We'll see you later.
No problem. Thanks for letting me bomb your meeting.
Anytime. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So I will say we do have a couple of other visitors that are behind the scenes as well. And this next person, actually, we do have a question from Craig Campbell. Go ahead, Craig.
Yes, well, congratulations, Christina. So cool. Before we got on the air, we were talking a little bit. You mentioned that you were nervous, and it's just so interesting because I know standing in front of students, not that easy to do. I mean, there is a performance factor there and being able to communicate and stuff. I just thought it was interesting that you could be put you in a stadium, put you in front of a gymnasium. You feel pretty good. And then you mentioned something about teachers. What did you tell me?
Well, yeah, because I used to be the athletic director at Palm Desert High School. And so I could have all of the kids in the gymnasium and be up there talking just like I am now. You put one parent in there and I can't find my words. I'm just stumbling over it. I have stage fright and all that stuff. And it's like my people always see me and they go, but you're so outgoing and, strong and independent. I'm like, that's a good facade because it's not actually. But yeah, you put one parent in there and I'm falling on the ground. Rudy Wilson asked me to speak at graduation one time, and I said, just make sure there's cute paramedics there because I'm going to pass out.
I hate to say it, Craig, we got another stream bomber. Speaking of teachers, we've got our very own Desert Sands Teacher Association president, Trina Gonzalez-Alisi, who'd like to come on and talk with Miss Osborne direct. Trina, how you doing today?
I am doing fantastic. How is everybody?
We are great. You're on with your very own Christina Osborne, one of the people in your membership. What would you like to say to her?
Congratulations, Christina. It does not surprise me a bit. Christina and I go back maybe 4 years or so. We've gotten to know each other really well. And she's my point person for anything in Horizon with what's going on over there. And she has a really good pulse on what the teachers need and what we can do for them. And so she, to hear her say that she's the this person and then that person and the everything person. Yeah, that's actually true. You should have that on a t-shirt.
Thank you, Trina. I appreciate that.
You're
very
awesome.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Trina, I want to just say thank you. And congratulations for all teachers being National Teacher Appreciation Week. I hope that the teachers are enjoying the gift from the foundation. We send out bunk cakes to all of our teachers. Christina, you may not have gotten yours yet, but I want to be honest, I just stuffed the Horizon ones yesterday.
That's
To
fine.
stuff 3 pieces of paper for 3,000 people in 3,000 envelopes. That's an interesting task in itself. But
Yeah.
you'll be receiving that soon. But Trina, thank you for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see you later.
Absolutely.
Thank
Congratulations.
you, Trina. Thank you.
Excellent. So Christina, I will share. I did dig deep down and
Ooh.
found some other people from your past that you and I worked with in the fashion that some were coaching with alongside with us, as well as I do have a parent who's
No,
going to
you
join
do
us.
not.
And first, I'd like to bring on one of the parents that both you and I know very well, and it's our very own desert resident, Mr. Steve Garvey.
Oh,
My Christina, how many times have you won this award now?
twice.
I could have swore they'd name it after you by now, but that's why we
I
love
miss
it.
you so much.
Absolutely. For 15 years now, she's been a part of the Garvey family's life. We call her the general. This thing about being nervous around parents, I used to look at her and I try to say, don't you think? She says, I got this. Just listen to me. We'll get them through this. We'll get them into life. Well, she's got Olivia at WABC in Washington, D.C. as a sports anchor. Shawnee just graduated from
Yay,
Michigan
Shawnee.
State, and he has a job. He's going to be working for Oracle in about a month in Austin, Texas.
I better
Ryan
do a
became
wedding
professional
invitation.
athlete, I'll tell him, and is working for a consumer goods company now and in a tremendous position. And he's probably going back to Washington. He worked for a couple of congressmen a couple of years ago. So that's what she's done for the Garvey family. But she did it with heart and soul. And once we got to know her, she became easily a part of this family. And all through these years, once in a while, we don't see her for a few days, but we know she's there in spirit. And I can't think of a better person to give an award like this because, we've been in the sports business, obviously. But people who win awards like this, who are teachers, do 2 things exceptionally well. They're passionate about their students and what they do. So they teach them and they upteach them and they never let them go. They get them on the path. They continue to mold them. And they coach life skills. And I think if you were to ask anybody that knows Christina or has had a child with her, that child is better character, has strong morals, understands they're in this life to make a difference because of what she has done for them. So the reason that I'm here today and Candace is here in spirit and all the kids is that you have indelibly made a difference in our lives and the kids' lives, and will always be part of our family.
I feel the same way, and I love you guys so much. And I wish I could have been there to give Boo Boo that big hug.
Oh, Lord. I'll tell you. We had to, they were doing it in parking lots for each of the schools, and they could have 2 people. We said, the heck with that. We created our own graduation for Sean and his girlfriend in Grand Rapids. I was the chancellor. We had Shauna, another daughter who has a women's rights foundation, Ultraviolet in Washington, do the keynote speech. Taylor, who's from down in Miami and is a designer, she was the poet laureate. She did a wonderful poem. And we threw confetti and, we had our own little graduation. That's what you do in a pandemic.
That's right.
And know, Candace, it's all about the photo op.
That's right.
That is
I love you so much. Thank you for doing this. And tell
Always.
Candace I love her and the kids. And tell Olivia to respond to Instagram every now and then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I will. Guarantee.
Too funny. I will say, there's another individual that's connected to both, I would say all 3 of us here, that when Ryan and the kids were all in school and we were working together with you, Steve, there was also a coach on campus who's always made an appearance over at the Garvey House. And with us is one of Christina's good friends, is Coach Michael Salotti.
Hello, Christina.
Hi, Michael.
I want to say first and foremost, congratulations on this award. Oh, wait, here, let me do something here. The only hat that I have left. But first and foremost, congratulations. There is no one that is more deserving of this award than you, Steve. said it so poignantly. It's amazing that you feel like you can't go in front of the people and do it. You are so good at what you do, and you have made a difference in so many people's lives. You're one of the 2 best athletic directors that I ever worked for, and the only one that compares with you is your mentor, Carol Cox, who mentored you and got you to where you are. And it was such a joy to work for you. And we share a lot of the same philosophies, but you are a peach girl. You are really something. I enjoyed my time with you, and you didn't, I'm just going to say it like it is. You weren't about the politics. You were about the students and the athletes. And that's what a good athletic director should be. And I'm glad you're at where you're at because you have so much to give, and you just keep on giving. And it's one of the many reasons that I love you like a sister. So.
Oh, I feel the same way. Thank you, Michael.
You know, so Steve, good to see you.
Yeah.
Sean, I mean, there's the 4 of us. There's just this connection that goes back a long time. So. Congratulations, girl. You deserve everything that you get out of this life. Yep.
Thank you. And I will take a second to carol every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, hey, Coach Salotti, thank you so much for joining us. And hey, Steve, I always love seeing you. Thank you so much for joining us. Is there any last statements you'd like to go ahead and say to Christina?
Don't get a big head. You got to go to practice again very soon. That's when I did a home run. Lasorda would say to me, "All right, that's great. That's over. Get ready for the next at bat." But she's always done that. See, she's never taken things for granted, never assumed anything. And I think that's why people like Christina are continually successful, because I think I told her the story one time. I was doing a big awards dinner in Columbus, Ohio, and they were giving the AP Offensive Lineman of the Year award to Orlando Pace, and he couldn't make it. And his mother got up and she was talking. She said, "I told Orlando to reach for the moon, and if he missed, he'd be a star." Aww. Well, our Christina's the same way. She keeps reaching for the moon and surpassing it, and that's why we'll probably see you next year.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. And please say hello to the family for me. And thank you very much. I know you got a busy schedule. We'll see you later.
Love you now. Bye, guys.
Bye. So I'll tell you, Christina, it was really easy to text people, and they immediately came back and said, "I would love to speak on behalf of Miss Osborne." So just so you know, it was very easy to go ahead and find people to come on the show with us today. Chef Mary, you just saw some very important people in the community. What do you think about that?
Hey, listen, I've known Steve Garvey since he was like this tall. I mean, we go back to when he was first playing and supporting those teams and whatever. I mean, I can just picture him, as this very young person that everybody just really admired.
Yeah.
As a player and a good person, a really super good person.
And I'll say I never would have had the connection with the Garvey family and working with the Garvey family and working with those kids if it weren't for this lady here. So Christina, thank you very much once again. If it weren't for you, I don't know if I'd be in Desert Sands right now.
I'm sure you would have made it.
I don't know. I was doing well over Desert Mirage, but you guys lured me over here. So thank you so much.
Of course. I like to help out where I can.
I love it. I love it. And I see Craig Campbell back there. Craig, you have any more questions for our Teacher of the Year?
Well, no, I'm just so excited to see you. I like the idea that it's the next play, and all the analogies about sports. Sports are such a great thing, for life, and I think you just have such an incredible background, and for you to win this award is just giving you due for what already you do each and every day for our students. So thankful for Desert Sands Unified School District, Sean and Chef Mary, for having this, and what a great show. And I hope you guys had a good time.
Yeah, we certainly did. We did.
All right. So as I do with all of our Teachers of the Year, I did this with Allison last year as well. I'm going to give the opportunity. Christina, you got your time here. What would you like to say?
Well, I'm very appreciative of the award. I mean, I was very surprised. Because I do work at a smaller school in the district, and I know I make an impact here, but the teachers are all doing really good things, and so I was very surprised. I actually wasn't home when they came by, because I didn't think I was gonna win, and I'm very honored and feel very blessed that people saw that I am doing the good work and stuff like that. And as everyone has said, Coach Salotti and Steve, I do it for the kids.
Yeah.
That's who I want to make it for. They're the most important. And, we've all been through this trying time where I don't think any of us ever imagined we'd be living through. But the way that we have set the things up here for our kids at Independent Studies, I think we had the school that had the most easiest transition. And that's because of what all of us are doing here, not just me. And so, I mean, a lot of us are on Zoom calls at midnight with our kids because that's when kids do homework at every school, trying to relieve some of that stress they were going through. And that was our main focus for a long time. And we're, but keeping up with the schoolwork. But, we've been blessed as in education to not have to worry about our jobs and not have to do all that, where some of our kids' parents lost their jobs within 3 weeks. Yeah. So reaching out to those kids and, helping them out and trying to make them feel a little bit better was what we were trying to do. And so, it's just kind of weird that this popped up and I just, and Allie's pushing me to go to county and then to the state. And I'm like, I'm not one to brag about myself. I just do what I think needs to be done and get it done. I was surprised that I won, middle school a couple years ago. Oh my gosh, I think it's actually been 20 years now since I won district middle school teacher of the year.
So the funny thing is you bring that up. Mrs. McCormick is watching, and she just said that she was teacher of the year with you back in 2000.
Yeah, it was 2000, 2001, right before I left. Right after I left La Quinta to go to Palm Desert High School. So. Okay. So Steve saying, think about the next at bat. I joked with Dr. Ramirez that, does that mean I have to teach elementary school now? And he goes, not a bad idea. And I go, no, not a good idea. So I'm not, I think I might scare those elementary school kids. So I'll stay with this award. So, but it is very honored to have received, the same kind of award, secondary twice. So I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
So Christina, who do you root for when it is a CIF game or championship game? Where does your loyalties lie?
Whichever student that I'm currently working with.
She's weaseling out of this one. That's not an answer. I just wanted to are standing on the sideline.
It would have to probably still be my alma mater, which is Palm Desert.
There you go.
I like La Quinta, but I can't like them that much. But they weren't my rival. Indio High School was always my rival. So, because I am Desert Sands born and raised. I went to Washington, Palm Desert Middle, Palm Desert High School. So I've never taught in any other district. So it's, and I've had many, many jobs in Desert Sands. But yeah, it's usually Palm Desert High School. And, I thought you were going to ask me about the Dodgers and the Padres.
Well, that's easy right now. I mean, Mr. Garvey, of course, the Padres.
Dodgers.
Of course. I mean, I remember the Padres when they had their brown outfits in San Diego, and we would go to the ball field when the team was relatively new, and there'd just be a handful of people in the stadium, and we always had great seats. And we were like, oh, gosh, we just love this ball game. We're like right behind the pitcher's box or catcher's box. But Christina, I'll even the playing field, I'm in La Quinta High School person. And
I'm in high school, so we might as well just bring it.
When we have to give up the flag, that is very painful.
That flag is very painful. Someday later, I'll tell you stories about that flag. It's not my favorite object in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be the first day when I coached over there with Miss Osborne, and she was the athletic director. We had the flag there. All the time. They have it there now too, so they're doing a good job with it.
Hey, Sean, you and I covered that flag game a little bit live. That was kind of fun. Interesting times in 2021, doing a little streaming football on the sidelines.
Yeah, you'd be amazed, Christina. We, Mr. Campbell here and I started a Desert Sands halftime show. So what we would do at halftime is I would call in people like Craig, parents that were on the sidelines for different high schools to give us a halftime update in this format. And we did it because with the first game, there was maybe only about 25 people in the stands.
Right.
And then by the time we got to the flag game, there's almost 1,300 people in the stands. But you'd be amazed on how many people had watched Craig and I Friday night at 8 o'clock to see halftime scores about high school football.
No,
And, Sean, I'm so sorry. In fact, Sean, we started when there was no fans. We covered the cross country meet.
Right.
That's right,
First
yes.
actual sporting event in the Coachella Valley.
Yeah.
And we were there, no fans. So we thought, well, you know what? We could stream it. We could show it. We could be in the mix and allow parents and students and others that might be interested in sports to pay attention and watch. So we continue that, and we hope that we continue to do it. I mean, we got graduations coming up now, so that's something else that's going to be very unique this year.
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea when the district started streaming the graduations because of capacity and stuff like that. And now with COVID, they're going to have to, because you can't have that many people, even though we're doing in-person graduation. So I think that's important. I think this pandemic has actually shown us stuff that we can do now forever. Why didn't we think of that earlier?
Right.
Yep.
Right. I'll tell you, since the pandemic started, and Chef Mary and I doing this for the district, for our social media and so forth, it's grown 3 times.
Yeah.
It's gone 3 times. So,
Doesn't surprise me at all.
yeah. People are wanting the information, and everybody has one of these in their hands, right? So,
Correct.
Yeah, so it's real simple.
That's what I tell kids when they can't Zoom. Wait, you got a phone in your hand?
Yeah, seriously. Well, before we let you go, as we always have, we have people that comment, and this is just a great comment to put up here. Craig, I'm guessing this is one of your followers, Will Rodriguez. Teachers oftentimes are great influence in forming years of their students. They carry a great responsibility for good of the future. And I think that's definitely true, Christina. Thank you very much.
Well said, Will.
Yeah, well said. I agree.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah.
But Christina, thank you so much for joining us. It's been awesome. I will say that Mr. Aquino, Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, as well as our Superintendent, Scott Bailey, send me a personal message to say thank you very much, and they greatly appreciate you. They're actually meeting in a 2x2 meeting right now with the City of Indian Wells, so that's why they couldn't make it.
Well,
but before I let you go, the big program that we do is we have the Recognize It program. This is the Desert Sands recognizing our incredibly talented staff. And we didn't get to do this on Tuesday, but I'd love to have you on here while we spin to see who's going to win.
Okay.
Let me share my screen here. Chef Mary, we had over 100 nominees again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So here's the spin. I'm going to go ahead. You can see the white ones in there are from CV Harvest Box. For those of you that don't know, CV Harvest Box is our sponsor, and they give a box to our winners. So let's go ahead and spin here. Let's see who our first winner is for the month of April for Recognize It.
I love the digital spinner. I think I've seen that somewhere, Sean.
Julia Rodriguez. All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
And I will deliver your CV Harvest Box on Friday. Mary Perry and I are going to make a special trip to do that. And let's do
Hey,
one
Sean,
more.
what's going to be in that? What's going to be in that box? Do you have any idea what's in the CV Harvest box this week?
I don't know what's going to be in it this week, but I will tell you that everything is locally grown, so that's always great. And that I will say that there will be fresh corn. I wish there was going to be fresh Coachella Valley corn. But Tracy Pope,
Yay.
congratulations! I will be
She's been
coming
around a long
by
time.
on Friday with your CV Harvest Box with Mary Perry and I. There we go.
She's been in the district a long time.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Tracy's been in the district a long time.
Okay. I don't know what school site she's at. I got to go to a different screen for that. I'll definitely check that out.
Say elementary, I think, still.
Okay. Well, Christina, like I said, I want to get you out of here. I know you got a busy day, but lastly, you had one more comment from Mary Perry. Very proud of you.
Thank you, Mary.
Hey, thank you for joining us. And Chef Mary, I'll tell you, you know how this happened with Allison last year. She was on with us for this one, and then she came on for the county, and then she came on for the state. We'll be waiting for you, Christina.
Okay, I will do my best.
We'll keep the school open.
Thank you so much again. I appreciate it.
Bye. Congratulations for everything.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Craig.
See you later.
Thanks, Sean.
Great
See you
to see you.
soon.
So there you have our Teacher of the Year for high school for Desert Sands. We also have two. So Craig, how it works is we have a Teacher of the Year in elementary, middle, and high school. That's Christina from the high school. And I've reached out to the elementary and middle. Hopefully we'll get the opportunity to have them on. But I just want to make sure to highlight them and bring them on screen here real quick. This is who our Middle school is Carrie Holguin. She's over at Page Middle School. And then Nicole Ramirez is the Ronald Reagan Elementary Teacher of the Year. So pretty cool, Craig. Huh? You got to meet Teachers of the Year for high school.
I got chills. Sean, I got chills. You did such a great job bringing in everybody. And I'm pretty sure I saw some tears in her eyes. I think it was a very special moment. It's really, really neat opportunity. You did a good job, Sean.
No. Hey, like I say, I got the easiest and best job in the world. All I got to do is send some text message to Ashlyn to join us on a social media show, right, Chef Mary?
Exactly. I mean, we can find people easy, just like you can, Craig.
Oh, well, there you go. Send them my way. I got a show coming up here at 1:30. Usually stream that at the Palm Desert High School. In fact, we scheduled 5 different live shows there. This week, probably not going to be there. But we're still going to be streaming Palm Desert High School, 1:30 today. It will be our What's Happening show that we normally do on Sundays. And Sean, I think you're going to come back around and say hi to us and maybe mention once again about the Teacher of the Year. I just think it's such exciting news.
Yeah, no, it is very exciting news. And when it happens to somebody that I've known for so long and that has had a great impact of me coming to the district, it's just that much more special. And I'll be the first to say that being in such a large district, when you switch schools, you don't always stay connected. And I'll be the first to say I have not stayed connected with Christina, and I should have. And I hope that this will be the opportunity for me to go ahead and continue to do so. And like I said, Chef Mary, she'll be interviewing for the county and the state. So I'm sure we'll be seeing her again here soon. And she's nodding her head in the background. I can see right now. It's too much fun. Yeah, but I want to go ahead and show off our social media that we got going on right now, our Twitter page. One of the things that I just had, and I'll share with you, our nutritional services does an amazing job with cookies. And it being basically
Did you say nutritional job with cookies?
Exactly.
Okay,
Nutritional
I just wanted to make sure I heard that correctly.
So the month of May is basically everything appreciation month for anybody who's an educator. And our district cabinet, as well as our district school board, went ahead and sent out this message to all of our staff, as well as they delivered cookie platters to each of our staffs to say thank you. And I want to make sure to highlight that as well. So, Mary, you and I talked about May 1st being School Principals Day. Then this is Teacher Appreciation Week now. School Nutrition Employee Week is going on now. It's all going on. You see the Lunch Hero Day where, Dan Capello got the Hero of the Year award the other day. You got Nurses Week going on. Day of the Teachers, May 12th. National Police Week. We've got our Public Service Academies coming up the 9th through the 15th. Classified school employees, they've got coming up the 16th through the 22nd. Our Speech Pathologist Day, as well as our School Nurse Day. So it's just fantastic that the national associations are recognizing, as well as our own school district recognizing.
Yeah, that's
Sean, with all that information, when are the graduations? So tell me when high school's actually ending at Desert Sands Unified School District.
So we're going to end at the end of May, early June. I don't have the exact dates in front of me right now, Craig, but I you know what? That'll write a note to make sure to share that on Tuesday with the actual graduation dates. They are coming, as Christina said, they're going to be doing in-person graduations. So they're going to have a limit on the amount of tickets that each of the students can receive and have people attend. But the beautiful thing, as Christina said, and let me go ahead and bring us back full screen here. What Christina said is that Desert Sands has been streaming the graduations for well over 10 years. And they've been streaming them live on YouTube. So that's the beautiful thing, that streaming them is not going to be a new thing for them this year, but it'll probably be a very viewable event this year, but even more so since I would say at La Quinta High School, we used to give the kids up to 7 to 9 tickets. Now, from what I understand, I think because of the math and how things are and where we are in the tier system, I believe we can only give 3 tickets per student. I don't have the exact numbers on that, but I'll definitely report that out on Tuesday. Thank you for asking me, Craig. Yeah.
Well, we were close to yellow tier. I'm so sorry. We were close to yellow tier, just a little bit away. So hopefully on Tuesday we'll get some good news, and within a couple of weeks that will open up and provide even more opportunity for those graduations. And in June 15th, the entire tier system is going away. So it'll be interesting to see what school is going to look like summer, and then of course coming into fall, probably a lot more normal. Look a little bit like it used to look like, I think.
Yes.
Most definitely, most definitely. I will bring up again. See, One Future Coachella Valley. There's one of our partners. I want to highlight this on screen here. One Future Coachella Valley is the college fair chat. They were sending out information about that. That was yesterday, actually. But this is just an example of one of the partnerships that we have. So they've been putting this on all year long for free virtual things for college fairs. And one of our major partners with this is Agua Caliente. And Agua Caliente Casino is the one that sponsors the website and is one of the major sponsors for this. And this has just been a great thing because usually we had college signing day and college opportunities for people to visit the schools at Agua Caliente in their large ballroom. But because we can't have these types of events during the pandemic, what they've been doing is doing everything online, and it's free. So that's been pretty awesome for all of our students to go ahead and take advantage of. And lastly, on social media, I want to go ahead and share our, the Facebook page. Mary, we are headlining the Facebook page. I want to make sure you're aware. Our very own golf tournament. The Chili
I saw that yesterday.
Chili Dog Open. You can go to desertsandsef.org if you still want to participate in our online auction. Got over 20 items up there. I will say, Mary, that the bidding going back and forth for the coffee between the mayors is kind of cool to see. Like Mayor Holmes is up to $35, and then Mayor Evans is at $30. And then it goes up to $40, $45. They keep on climbing. I wonder if they're bidding on one another, or they have other people involved with that. But it's kind of funny. I've seen both of them climb.
Well, I think Mayor Evans said at the golf tournament that she was going to have coffee with him anyhow. So maybe that's what they're doing.
Yeah, that could be it. Definitely. Yeah, Craig, one of the cool things that we had in our silent auction, live auction, was the opportunity to have coffee with the mayor. And we got to thank our sponsors at the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf Company who provided all the gift cards for that. So I'll join
coffee
you
with the mayor.
Yeah. See, you get $25 in gift cards at Coffee Bean, and then you get to join myself and one of the mayors. Or if the mayors want to kick me out, I won't go.
Well, you invited me to enjoy the Chili golf ball, and I was thinking about it. My knee has been recovering. I feel pretty good. I just haven't been out there with my clubs in a while, and so I was just like, gosh, I don't know. I'm going to be embarrassed. I'm going to feel a little bit like Christina in front of everybody.
Well, she said that she was nervous. She did a great job.
She's amazing. I know.
But no, that's pretty much all I got for today. Craig, do you have anything going on in the Coachella Valley you want to share with our viewers and so forth?
We have just been working hard. Things are opening up, and really appreciative of that. Of course, we have our show coming up at 1:30 today where we'll be talking about what's happening in the Coachella Valley. Tonight at the Desert Beer Company, we're going to be doing a remembrance for Joshua, who unfortunately he is big in the home brewing company community here in the Coachella Valley. Died in a car accident May 1st. So we're going to be gathering there today. You can join us at 6:30, really talking about raising funds and helping his family and those types of things. We're also just did the lovelocalcv.com, raised $125,000, Chef Mary, 90-minute program. 15 different churches came together. All that money, 100% of that money, going to be donated to businesses, the Coachella Valley. They're going to give that money out in gift cards and then allow people to utilize them. Over 130 different businesses that have already established themselves. And in fact, you can still do it. If you are a business in the Coachella Valley, you can go to lovelocalcv.com, put your business there, and those funds, if somebody is in need of your service, say it's a tire or something like that, those organization nonprofits are handing gift cards out, and then they're utilizing them for Coachella Valley businesses. So proud to be a part of that. It's also still going on. Businesses can continue to sign up all the way through the year. We're not taking any more money. It was just one event. We ended it at midnight. As of the last count, over $125,000 in that 2-hour event.
No, that's incredible.
Pretty excited about these things.
Yes.
I will say that I live catty corner from Southwest Church, and I saw that going on the other night, and it was just amazing to see all the people there.
It was full. Yeah. I mean, I was surprised. 20 minutes going into it, Sean, I did a live, and there were maybe it felt like 5% full. By the time it hit 7:02, there were, I don't even know, I believe there were 1,100 RSVPs.
Wow.
So it was a packed house, incredible. night of worship, and really just the time of community coming together was very, very special. So anyway, those are a few things going on around the Coachella Valley.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Craig. We're going to wrap it up here, and I will see you at 1:30 on your show. Thank you very much.
Looking forward to it.
Hey, you have a good one. Thanks. So, Chef Mary, great show today. We got some great visitors. You got to see Steve Garvey.
I know, it was so fun. I mean,
Oh, geez, you are always too busy, Chef Mary. Always too busy.
That was my secret. It was just good to see Steve because I remember we were just dyed-in-the-wool Padre fans. I mean, there wasn't anything. I mean, we had clothes, we had banners, we had everything, and this was before Steve. So this goes back a long, long way. I mean, Steve Garvey must have been a very young man at that time. And to watch them play, and they were all hanging around in some of the places that we were hanging around. So we actually knew them on personal level, like friends and friends.
I've known you to be very social and very likable with people, so I wouldn't be surprised if you guys crossed paths a couple of times.
Yeah. So you probably should share with Christina that since she has this Palm Desert La Quinta high school, she doesn't know the secret.
Mary, if you keep on telling the secret, it's not much of a secret anymore.
No, I'm not saying anything about that secret. They better be keeping that up.
Too funny. Well, Chef Mary, today was great. We got to honor one of our teachers of the year. I just think that's fantastic every time we get to go ahead and highlight all the great things that are going on in Desert Sands. For those that are just tuning in right now, this is Classroom Conversations with Desert Sands Unified School District and the Foundation, where we talk about everything great in the desert, everything great in the district, and have our community partners on. But Chef Mary, I'm going to go ahead and sign us off here. Oh, wait, we got one more comment. Let's see what we have here. Oh, DSTA Teach. You got to love that. Craig goes ahead and puts that out there. Desert Sands Teachers Association. That's our Teachers Association union. They are the union for our Desert Sands Unified School District and so forth. But Mary, just a great show. Anything before we close out?
No, just have a great weekend. I think it's a great time. It looks like we're coming back into to do things like we used to do them, at some degree, and graduation's coming up pretty quickly. And we had a really fun chili dog, and our shout out again to Dan and his group. They just did an incredible job, and the hot dogs were delicious.
I agree. Hey, Mary, I will see you on Tuesday. Make sure you catch up with us at Classroom Conversations at 9:00 on this platform. We only came a little bit later today because we wanted to make sure we got a hold of Miss Osborne to be on with us. But you guys have a great weekend. As Chef Mary said, definitely have a great weekend. Get out there, wear your mask, and wash your hands. We'll see you later.
Bye, guys.